Also on ABC News Breakfast this morning, investigations are underway into a fatal light plane crash in Western Victoria last night. A 69-year-old man believed to be the pilot and a 15-year-old girl died when the plane crashed into a paddock.
A 43-year-old woman was flown to Melbourne in a critical condition. Residents reported seeing the plane flying low before they heard it crash. ABC reporter David Chen is at the scene and he joins us now on the line from Wallop. David, good morning. What are you seeing there?
Good morning, Michael. Right at the moment, I'm in a paddock at McLennan's Road in Wallop. At the moment, there's only one police officer who is guarding the scene. There's an orange tarp over the plane. It's in the middle of the paddock, and it's the only thing you can see for miles. It's the only major thing you can see at the moment.
How remote is the scene of the accident?
It's quite remote. I had quite a lot of trouble getting to the site. There's been a lot of rain overnight, and so the roads at the moment are quite muddy, and you probably need a full drive to be able to get through to the scene. So it took police last night an hour to search the area to locate the crash.
And obviously, police are roping off the scene, and we hear that air transport safety investigators are on their way to conduct a full-scale investigation into just what went wrong with this plane.
Yes, that's right. Investigators from the Australian Transport Safety Bureau are on their way. There'll be quite some time before they get to the scene. They'll be investigating to see what factors were part of the crash. It's understood that it was quite heavy rain overnight, and they'll be investigating to see whether the rain was a factor. They'll be investigating to see if the pilot, whether he made any errors in the cause of the crash. And they'll be looking at mechanical failure as a possible cause of the crash.
Now, and also, David, police are obviously keen to talk to some of the locals who it appears, many of whom heard this plane in distress last night before it went down.
Yes, that's right. One local resident reported hearing a plane and hearing a crash at 6:30 last night, and he called that into police. At the moment, there's been a couple of curious locals who've been coming down to the paddock to see what's been going on. So they'll be keen to speak to locals to see and examine and find out what happened overnight.
OK, David Chen in Wallop, thank you very much for the update. We'll go back to you later in the morning.
Thank you, Michael.